Hey everyone, and welcome to our deep dive all about the 2025 Grammys. It was a night to remember, let me tell you.
It really was.
And we've got a whole stack of articles right here to break down all the highlights.
Some amazing moments to talk about for sure.
Yeah, and you know what else I think is so cool? This year, it's not just about the music. It's also about
Oh, absolutely.
LA showing just how strong it is after those wildfires.
Such a powerful message of resilience.
Exactly. Like that spirit is everywhere you look at these awards.
You can really feel it, can't you? It's like the whole city is coming together through the music.
Okay, so let's jump right in with the biggest story of the night, Beyoncé.
Oh yeah, she made history.
She totally did. She broke the record for the most Grammy wins ever.
It's incredible. Think about it, the most Grammys ever.
I know. And she won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter.
What a masterpiece.
And get this, she's the first black woman to win Album of the Year this century.
It's been way too long since we've seen that happen.
Right. The last time was Lauryn Hill back in 1999.
It's a huge step forward for the music industry and for black women in music.
I was getting chills when they announced her name and then to see firefighters present her the award.
Oh, me, I know.
Talk about a powerful moment. It's like everything that LA's been through just came together right there on that stage.
I was thinking the same thing. It was like the perfect symbol of hope and strength.
And did you catch her? Shout out to Linda Martell, the first black woman to play the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, that was so cool, like connecting these different generations of amazing women in music.
All right, so moving on, another big story. Kendrick Lamar. He won both Song and Record of the Year for Not Like Us.
Talk about a dynamic duo of awards.
Yeah, and I think it's worth pointing out, this is only the second time a hip-hop track has won Record of the Year.
I know, the first being This Is America by Childish Gambino, so it's a pretty big deal.
And his dedication was so heartfelt. You could tell he was really proud to represent LA.
Yeah, he shouted out his local neighborhoods and everything. You could feel that hometown pride.
Okay, let's talk about another amazing speech. Alicia Keys accepting the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award.
Oh my gosh, she was on fire.
She was incredible. Her message about diversity was so powerful. DEI is not a threat, it's a gift. And the more voices, the more powerful the sound. I mean, wow.
I got chills when she said that. She's so right. It's all about embracing those different voices and letting everyone shine.
And she gave a shout out to all the amazing female producers out there.
Yes, we need more women behind the scenes making incredible music.
Totally. Okay, are you ready for some feel-good moments?
Always.
Jennifer Lopez presenting Shakira with the Best Latin Pop Album Award.
Oh man, that was such a sweet moment. Their chemistry was off the charts.
I know, right? It was like a little reunion after their Super Bowl performance.
Speaking of global icons, Shakira's dedication was just beautiful.
She dedicated the award to immigrants in the U.S. You are loved, you are worth it, and I will always fight with you. I mean, so powerful.
So powerful. She's using her platform to speak up for such an important group of people.
Okay, so then there was Chappell Rhyme, who won Best New Artist.
Oh yeah, she really shook things up a bit with her speech.
She did. She called out the industry for not treating developing artists well enough, especially when it comes to healthcare and a livable wage.
Bold move, but so necessary.
And she left everyone with this question. Labels, we got you, but do you got us?
That's going to stay with a lot of people in the industry, I think.
All right, and hold on, we're not done with Beyoncé yet.
Wait, there's more.
She also won Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter.
No way! I did not see that coming.
The audience went wild. It was the biggest surprise of the night.
I bet. Country music and Beyoncé, it's not exactly what you'd expect, but clearly it works.
And Taylor Swift announced the award. I mean, come on, that's like a whole other level of iconic.
I can only imagine what that moment felt like.
And Jay-Z and Blue Ivy were beaming with pride.
Aw, that's so sweet. A
Yeah.
true family affair.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have, and we're just getting started.
It's clear this was a night full of incredible talent, emotion, and even a few surprises.
The energy was electric. I bet you were buzzing just being there.
Oh, absolutely. But now I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Okay, sure.
What do you think all of this means for the music industry? Like, what are your big takeaways so far?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is this shift we're seeing toward a more inclusive and diverse landscape.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
It's like the industry is finally starting to embrace all these different voices and perspectives.
And it's about time, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes the music so much richer and more interesting.
Okay, so we've got a lot more to unpack, but we'll have to save that for the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait to keep this conversation going.
So stay with us, folks. We'll be back in a flash.
It's pretty amazing to think about, how these wins might actually inspire the next generation of artists.
Oh, yeah. I bet there are tons of young musicians out there right now feeling like anything is possible.
For sure. I mean, seeing someone like Beyoncé breaking down barriers and reaching that level of
It's a
success.
powerful message.
Totally. Like, you can achieve anything if you work hard and stay true to yourself.
And it wasn't just Beyoncé. It was like a whole theme of the night.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
Well, think about it. Kendrick dedicating his awards to his hometown. Alicia pushing for more diversity. Shakira using her platform to speak up for immigrants.
You're right. It's like all these artists are using their voices to make a difference.
Exactly. And it makes you realize music can be so much more than just entertainment.
It really can. It's a way to connect with people, share your story, and even spark important conversations.
And Chappell Roan calling out the industry for better treatment of developing artists.
Yeah.
I mean, that was bold.
She didn't hold back at all. It was so refreshing to see someone speak so honestly about those issues.
Yeah, especially someone who's just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes guts to stand up like that.
Absolutely. She's definitely one to watch.
And you know what else I keep thinking about?
What's that?
The whole thing happening in LA after those devastating wildfires.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like the music and the artists themselves became this symbol of hope and resilience.
Like a reflection of the city's strength. It's really beautiful when you think about it.
So we've talked about Beyoncé, Kendrick, Alicia, Shakira, and Chappelle.
Yeah.
Is there anything else from the night that really stood out to you?
You know what? I keep coming back to Beyoncé winning Best Country Album.
Oh, yeah, that was a total shocker.
And I think it says a lot about how music is evolving.
Like how so?
Well, it shows that genre boundaries are becoming more fluid, don't you think?
Yeah, I totally see that. It's like music is becoming this melting pot of styles and influences.
Exactly. It's exciting to see artists breaking the mold and creating something totally new.
And it makes you wonder what other boundaries music can break down in the future.
Right. Who knows what kind of incredible fusions we'll see next. It's such an exciting time to be a music fan.
I completely agree. So before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, what's one key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I'd say the biggest takeaway is this. The 2025 Grammys weren't just an awards show.
Okay, I like where this is going.
They were a powerful statement about music's ability to uplift, inspire, and bring us together.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's amazing how music can reflect what's happening in the world and make us think about things in new ways.
And that's the beauty of it, right? It's this personal experience, but it can also spark bigger conversations and even movements.
Okay, so we've got so much more to discuss about the cultural impact of these wins, but we'll have to save that for the next part of our deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
So stay tuned, everyone. We'll be back in a moment. And we're back for the final part of our Grammy deep dive. It's been quite a journey exploring all these incredible moments.
It really has. So much talent, so much passion, and so much hope packed into one night.
I know. But now that we've had some time to reflect, I'm curious, what do you think the lasting impact of this ceremony will be?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, one thing that keeps coming back to me is how we're redefining success in music.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more.
Yeah, so, for the longest time, it was all about the numbers, right? Like how many records you sell, your chart position, all that stuff.
Yeah, the traditional metrics.
Right. But this year's Grammys felt different. It was more about artistry, authenticity, and impact.
So it's not just about commercial success anymore.
Exactly. It's about what you bring to the table creatively and how your music connects with people on a deeper level.
Like Beyoncé winning Best Country Album.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a huge commercial hit, but it sparked a whole cultural conversation.
And it challenged those genre boundaries, which is so important.
Totally. It's like music is becoming more fluid, more open to experimentation.
And you see that with artists like Kendrick and Alicia, too. They're using their platform to speak out about social justice and inclusivity.
They're using their music to make a real difference.
Right. And that's what true success looks like to me. Using your voice to inspire and empower others.
And all of this happening in LA after those devastating wildfires. It's like the city's strength and resilience were woven into the music itself.
Yeah, I get that. It was like this powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, music can be a source of light and hope.
It can lift us up when we need it most.
Exactly. And I think that's the message that will stay with us long after the ceremony is over.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's one final thought you want to leave our listeners with?
I'd say this. The 2025 Grammys were a celebration of music's power to inspire, to challenge, and to create a more inclusive and hopeful world.
Beautifully said. I feel like we've just scratched the surface of this incredible night, but I'm walking away feeling so energized and inspired.
Me too. It's amazing to see how music can reflect the times we live in and push us toward a better future.
And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the 2025 Grammys.
It's been a blast. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you enjoyed exploring these incredible moments and artists with us.
Until next time, keep listening, keep exploring, and keep the music playing.